Hello everybody, and welcome back to Unbound Learners. How are you doing today? Oh, that's great to hear. Are you ready to get started with our good morning song? Okay, let's make our arms into a big circle out in front of us like this. Bring that circle up high. Let's stretch from one side, back to the middle, over to the other side, back to the middle, and down in front of us. Now it's time to sing. If you know the words, make sure to sing along with me. Here we go. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers, everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. It's time to get started with our weather and calendar chart behind me. So the first thing that we need to do is start with the date. Now when we say the date, we say the month first. Do you remember what the month is? January. The month is January, and today is January 28th. So let's move the chip over from yesterday, which was January 27th, over to the number 28. January 28th, and the year is 2021. So let's say that date all together. January 28th, 2021. Friends, do you notice that we only have a couple more days left in the month of January? Because we only have a couple more days left, I think that we should sing a song all about the different months in the year. Are you ready to hear the song? January, February, March and April, May and June, July and August, September, October, November, December, 12 months in the year. So let's see. We are almost at the end of the month of January. And after January, does anybody know what month comes next? February! You're right, friends. It's almost the month of February. It is now time to sing the Days of the Week song. So because we have 7 days in our week, can I see you hold up 7 fingers? Here we go. And if you know the words, make sure to sing along with me. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If we go down here, does anybody remember what the day was yesterday? Wednesday. Yesterday was Wednesday. So that means that today must be Thursday. Today is Thursday. And if today is Thursday, tomorrow will be Friday. You're right. Tomorrow will be Friday. But let's go back to today and let's sing Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday all day long. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday all day long. If we move back up here, we have the season. Does anybody know what the season is? Winter. You're right. It's winter time. But depending on where you live, winter may look a little bit different. Some people may live in a place where it's very cold and snowy in the winter time, and other people may live in a place where it's nice and warm year long. If you see on my weather chart, I definitely don't live in a place where it's warm all year long. Let's sing a little bit more about the weather. If you know the words, will you sing along with me? Here we go. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? Friends, what's the weather like where you live? I have another snowy day at my house. Yesterday after circle time, it was so snowy that my family and I got all bundled up and we went outside to go sledding. Now, we don't have a hill that we can sled down, but instead we have a huge pile of wood chips that was covered with snow. So we went sledding down our pile of wood chips. And look at that. It's another cold day where I live. Cold and snowy. It's time to move on to the letter of the week. This week, we have been talking all about this letter. Do you remember what sound this letter makes? Can we say that sound together? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. P, p, p. This letter says p, p, p. And do you know what letter this is called? That's right. This is the letter P, and this is a lowercase p. P says p, p, p. Are you ready to guess what's inside of the letter and number box today? Let's first get it out. Now remember, inside of this box, I have something that starts with the letter P. I'm going to give you a couple of hints, and you can guess if you think you know what it is. All right, friends, are you ready for your first hint? This is a type of vegetable that grows on a vine. Now, this vegetable is green, and it's crunchy and sometimes a little bit sweet. This vegetable comes in a pod or a shell. Do you have any guesses? Here it comes. Peas. Peas are a type of vegetable that come in a pod. Do you hear that p, p, p? Pod also starts with the letter P. A pod is a shell that protects the peas that are inside. P and pod both start with the letter P. We also have been talking about a new number this week. Do you know what number this is? Very good. It is the number 8. And can I see you hold up 8 fingers? 5 and 3 more make 8. Will you count them with me? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The number 8. Now inside of the box, I have 8 branches. I have to use 2 hands to collect them because there's quite a lot today. These little branches came off of a coniferous tree. Do you see the green needles? Even in the wintertime, this fir tree kept its green needles. I'm going to line them up on top of the box, and will you count them with me? Let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pine branches. Earlier this week, we learned about how animals were used as a way to transport goods before modern vehicles were invented. Now that the week is coming to an end, I thought that it would be fun to wrap up the unit with what transportation may look like in the future. Have you ever heard of a hyperloop? Before today, I had never heard of that either, because it doesn't exist yet. A hyperloop is a futuristic form of transportation. People will travel long distances inside of a capsule or a pod, which will move at extremely fast speeds through tunnels. How fast do you think a hyperloop will travel? Can you show me with your body? Faster, 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 faster. Hyperloops are supposed to be even faster than trains or planes. Can you imagine that? Let's move on to the work for the day. For today's work, you will need a pair of child-friendly scissors. Now, if you're just starting to work with scissors, start off with long strips of paper like this. If you're a little bit more comfortable using scissors, you can work with different types of lines, I have some pointy lines right here and some squiggly lines right here. Now, if you consider yourself to be an expert handling scissors, you can work with different shapes. So I have a triangle and a rectangle. So if you are a beginner, let's start off with how to use scissors first. The first thing that you need to know is how to carry scissors. So you point the scissors down like this, and you wrap your fingers around the bottom, and this is how you carry scissors safely. Now, in order to use scissors, you're going to take your pointer or your counting finger and your middle finger and put them together like this, and keep your thumb up. You're going to take the two fingers and put them inside of the big hole, and your thumb goes inside of the smaller hole. Now you're going to open and close like this. Now, some scissors may have a little gadget on them that help beginners learn how to do the opening and closing movement like this. So let's see. Once you have your fingers inside of the right holes, you're going to take your strip of paper in your other hand, open up the scissors, and snip, snip, snip. Now, if you're a little more comfortable using scissors, you can take the different types of lines and use your scissors to cut along those lines like this. Snip, snip. Follow those lines. And if you're an expert when it comes to using scissors, you can cut out different shapes. Now, this may be a little tricky because you have to work the scissors, but at the same time, you may also have to manipulate the paper, turning it different directions in order to cut out the shape. So remember, friends, if you're a beginner or an expert, this work is for anyone. Welcome back, friends. Today we started talking about what transportation may look like in the future. Thanks for learning with me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And make sure to find me on outschool.com for live and interactive classes. Now, before we go, we have one more song to sing. Can you wave goodbye like this? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. Have a good day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.